Hey folks, we're out here with Bentley. He's an 11-week-old American Staffordshire Terrier. He's here for a 3-week doggy board and train program, and I'm going to show you how we teach the stay. He has a sit, he has a down, the basics, nothing special, and he has the very beginnings of a stay. And let me explain to you real quick how we begin to teach the stay. The first thing we do to teach a stay is we use a crate as a tool. And how that would work is, if you can imagine for a second, good boy, that right here was the door. He's in a crate and here's the door. Good boy. I'm going to keep him engaged with us while we talk. Yes. If you were to open that crate door, 99 out of 100 puppies, if not 100 out of 100, are going to try to shoot out of that door. Not only is that a horrible habit, good. Not only is that a horrible habit to have a dog shoot out of the crate, but we're going to use that example as a way to teach the stay. And we do that with all dogs, because the stay starts with the crate, so to speak. First thing in the morning, you're taking them out of the crate. Just because you open the door doesn't mean run out at 100 miles an hour. So just imagine for a second that the door is here, and if I were to open that door, the first thing he's going to want to do is shoot out, and I close it on him. And I don't open it all the way, because you're setting yourself up for failure there. Only open it like an inch, maybe 2 inches at most, and don't wait for him to try to come out. Just immediately stay. Open, stay. Forget the food in my hand. Just imagine for a second that the crate was here, and it would be open, stay, stay, and get wider and wider and wider. After 2 or 3 sessions of that, he's going to figure out real quick, when you say stay, or when you go to open the crate door, it doesn't automatically open up super wide and he can't just shoot out. That would be a horrible habit. The new habit is, every time Crazy Man here opens the crate door, there's about a 99% probability, yes, that door is going to slam in my face, so I better take it easy. And so eventually you get to the point where the door can be wide open, you can wait 2 or 3 seconds, they'll still stay, and guess what? I slam it again, because I don't want them to get into a habit of, oh, after 2 or 3 seconds of the door being open, I'm allowed to run out. No, no, no. He's allowed to run out when I say free. Then he can come out. So, because of that kind of repetition and the hand movement of closing the door, closing the door, closing the door, we now developed a hand command, which looks, guess what? Like closing a door. Stay. It looks like that. Stay. So I'm going to spin him around and we'll show you how it works. Now, I'm not saying he has to stay. I'm saying we have the very beginnings of it, because he's learned to stay in the crate, at least for 5 to 10 seconds at a time. But now we're going to kind of transition that hand command that we've developed and put him in a stay on the place board and start to teach him that stay means stay. Now, we're going to use some tools to kind of speed this up. We can do it purely positive, and we'll start with that method, but then we're going to speed it up and sprinkle in a little bit of compulsion training and show you how we do balance training here, because purely positive, it's just not the way, folks. It's a great way to get started, but it's not the best way to end training, to get a finished product. All right, so my camera girl will be my helper. We'll just leave the leash there for now. The purely positive method, it works, but it takes a long time and it's not guaranteed. So this is what it's going to look like. All I'm looking for is about a half step, 1 step away. Stay. Good. Good stay, and I mark it. Good. We'll do it again. Watch the hand command. Imagine there's a crate door here, right? We're bridging it. Got a jogger running by. Ready? Stay. Stay. I don't care if he does that, as long as he doesn't come off the place board. He's just smelling that jogger. Good boy, good stay. Stay. I'll use a little bit of a as a mental break. Just kind of snap him out of it. It's my way of saying, hey, when I say stay, I mean it. Down. Good. Stay. Another thing you could do to kind of help you with the stay is put them in a down. They're less likely to break off of a down to do something. You can still teach it in a stand or a sit. You're just going to have more success here, right? I want him to succeed in this exercise. Good. Stay. Again, he's 11 weeks old. Asking an 11-week-old puppy not to move is not easy. Now, the place board is bringing a huge tool in this, because it's a very defined area, and him coming off of that would be very clear whether he's on it or off of it. Now, to prove my point, we're going to use the same area, but I'm going to take the place board out. Now, the only way he's allowed off, we have to be clear. If we're very clear that stay means stay, then when is he allowed off? And that's with, it looks very similar, touch his nose, free. Right now I'm throwing a piece of food. I'll show you on this side. I think we did it earlier. Here. Good. Free. That's it. That's how he's allowed off. Now, that's out of the way, and we'll bring him here, and his stay is probably going to go down the drain here. Don't pet him, please. Come on, Bubba. Here. Good boy. Good boy. Down. Good. I'm going to just work him here for a second so that this place kind of gets charged up. Down. So we have some success. Stay. Let's see. Cross your fingers. Stay. Stay. Good boy. See how he started creeping? And he's allowed to creep because there's no clearly defined area of where he's allowed to be and where he's not. And so this is where we start to use compulsion if needed to get a little more focus from him. Down. Here. Down. Good boy. As much as we can, we'll use positive and praise, but at some point, we need him to listen. And so, if needed, down, we'll use a little bit of compulsion. See how he's getting out of control here? I'm going to say out of control, but he's going to continue. He thinks we're playing. We're not playing. We're not playing. Let's see how this goes. We're going to use this as a training session. Leave it. Not for you. Leave it. Good boy. This is fine. He's allowed to look. He's allowed to watch, but he's not allowed to go crazy. Yeah, you smell him? Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it on camera or not, but just a lady with her dog, and that dog always barks when it comes by. All right, back to the training. Stay. Stay. Good. Good stay. As I expected, his stay is going to go to crap off the place board, but this is part of the struggle. It's where you have to have patience, and this time, I need my camera lady to give him a good wrist pop if he breaks the stay. This is going to speed up the training tremendously. Good boy. Good things happen when I stay, I get paid. Bad things happen when I move. Good. Stay. Good stay. I need a little more pop than that, but that was decent. Down. Good boy. And again, there's about 10 different ways to teach this, just how we're doing it right now. Kind of let the environment predict how we're going to train. In this case, I have no place to do a back tie with the leash, so I'm using my camera lady as a back tie, so to speak, so he can't creep. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now, stay. Good boy. He's doing really good. Another way we could have taught it, and I was just kind of trying to show you where, let me put this down. We're using the place board. It's a tremendous tool for teaching the stay. Watch how we do a correction. If he bites that again, I'm going to show you how we let him know that chewing on that is a bad idea. Very bad idea. All right. So putting the place board upside down like this is kind of bridging the gap between place board and no place board. Right? It's still kind of there, but it's not as elevated. And so we're kind of setting them up for success. All right. Ready? Free. Free. Get that piece. Get it. All right. Down. Now we're going to have tremendous success. Now I'm going to really start pushing the envelope. Once you can get 2 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet, start pushing 10 feet, 15 feet. Down. Good. Stay. Stay. Good stay. Good. Just do a few feet, and then on the next one I'm going to go pretty far. Camera lady, I need you to give him a correction, and do not let him stay. Come off that place board. Good stay. Good boy. Pay him a bunch of pieces for that. Good boy. Good boy. Let go of the leash. Free. And I want to really balance out. There's a time to come off, and there's a time to stay. All right. Ready? Place. Good place. Down. Good. Stay. No, because she asked if I want her to hold it again. No, I want to show you what happens if he comes off with no back tie and how we can fix it, the purely positive method. And the purely positive is just withholding food if they make a mistake. That's all. Stay. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to do a lot of reps. Basically, I know at some point he's going to come off. And we mark it. No, no, no. Come on. Place. Down. Stay. Basically, he's going to come off probably 5 times. No, come on. I got to be a little faster with my marks. Let's go over here. And he's going to realize, man, stay. Every time I come off, this guy gets upset. He says, no, brings him back, puts him down, keeps him there, stay, and he's going to be like, man, this is getting old. Stay. Now you see him flatten out like that? It's a pretty good indication that he's going to stay a little longer now. Good boy. And we pay him for that. We pay him for that. That's a good boy. Just a lot of reps, a lot of walking away, different areas. Stay. And here's your number one tip for success. Never, ever, ever call him off the place board or a stay at distance. Because if I said his name and the word here, he's allowed to come to me. But what if I said, I'm talking to my daughter and I said, come over here to my daughter. He's going to think, oh, that's my turn to come because he said the magic word here. The only way he's allowed off of a place board or a stay is if I come over and touch his nose and tell him free. That's the only way. Because if you give it up to their own thought process of like, oh, I think I heard my name. Oh, I think he called me over. Then he's going to come over and then your stay goes to garbage because, you know, don't let dogs make decisions for themselves. It's kind of the point that I'm getting at. The only way, black and white, to come off this place board is if I come over and touch his nose. So there's another way to do, we're going to continue to work the stay throughout the whole 3 weeks that he's here. But use of the e-collar is a fantastic tool for letting him know when he's doing good and when he's doing bad. Very similar to making a correction here or marking it verbally. We mark it and let him feel pressure when he does something wrong. Come here, Bubba. He's getting a little bored because I'm not entertaining him. It's hard to talk to you guys and train the puppy, but let's just do one more and see how he does. Hey, down. Good. Stay. Stay. It's really driving that home that I want him to stay. I want him to be successful on this one. Good boy, good stay. Spoke too soon. And now, we're a little late to correct it, but I'm going to bring him back anyways. Come on. I know. It's tough. It's tough being you. Sorry, I got my phone ringing. Come here. Let's try that one more time. This is super boring, not only for you, but for us. Stay. Normally I'd get more reps in, but I'm talking too much. Stay. I think we got it now. Good boy, good stay. And don't chew on my place board, no. No. I'm not even going to pay him for that because even though he stayed, good boy, he started to entertain himself with chewing, and that's not what I want. Yeah, he checked out on me, so good boy. But that's kind of how we teach it. That's one way, a few of the methods, using back ties, e-collars. We'll come back in another few days or a week and show you where his stay's at. And you just got to do a ton of reps. And don't always walk in the same direction. So if I start going that way, his stay is going to be nothing like what you just saw here. I might get 3 steps before he breaks. So you got to change up the area, change up the way you're doing it. Down. Come on. Down. Good. Stay. Don't always walk backwards like a creeper. Nobody does this normally. In the beginning, sure. Your first few reps, sure. But eventually, you got to be natural because ultimately you're building towards your dog staying when everything's just natural and normal. So, no chewing on that, okay? Stay. We'll do one more, and let's see how we do. I'm going to kind of make it harder for him. And that's how he comes up. Come on, boo-boo. I know. You're a crazy man. He's ready for some water. He's about ready to call it quits. He said, this is boring. And normally I wouldn't work the stay for like 30 minutes straight. That's ridiculous. But because we're trying to shoot this video, that's why we're staying on it. Normally I'd sprinkle it in and then break away right into something else. Healing, sitting down, hears, anything. Come on. He's done with it. So he's tapped out. Smart trainer realized we should have stopped at least 5 minutes ago, but just trying to get it all on video for you guys so you guys can learn how to do this on your own. But I like to end on a positive note, so even though we're supposed to stop, I got a handful of food, and we're going to make it happen, even if it's just a little baby stay. Here, place. I want to end on a high note for him. Good boy. And we'll do it right now. Down. If he stays on this one, cross your fingers for him, folks. If he stays on this one, and we're going to set him up for success with a little back tie with my camera lady. Got him right there. Got it. Good. Down, because I want him really bad to win this one because we're out of time. He's out of energy. It's too hot. Stay. Good boy, good stay. Good. Good. There's a good little catch there with my backstop helper there. Good boy, good stay. Good boy. And I'll jackpot him. He did pretty good. And he's learning. He's like, man, this guy says stay, I stay, good things happen. It's pretty much how you do it. I know that video got a little long. Post your comments below if you got any questions. And again, we'll check in a few days or a week and show you what his stay looks like as we do more and more reps of this, hundreds and hundreds of reps. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Good boy, buddy. Good boy.